Hello, welcome back to the Canadian Gap Year YouTube channel. My name is Toby and I am one of your Gap ambassadors for this year. And today I feel like it's very timely based on how I am dressed to talk about interview skills, especially during your gap year if you want to carry out internships or just for anything in general. I think that this is something that is important just as a person to know how to interview. So I'm going to be giving you 5 tips on how to interview. Starting off with my number one, just based off of how I am dressed, you need to present yourself in a professional and put together manner. And this could depend on the sort of interview that you're going for. It might be business casual, it might be formal. Just make sure that you ask and you get yourself just even one pair of just one outfit that is professional and is appropriate for interviews. I think that would just go a long way, and it's something that you can reuse for many years. And for me, I just have just a pair of black blazers, a shirt, and a black pant, and then just one professional shoes, as it is important to present yourself in a way that is professional and put together, because people's first impressions of you is by how you look and how you present. So just make sure that you get an outfit that you love, that you're comfortable in, and that represents you in whatever way that you want to represent yourself in. Now, moving forward from that, you need to know what your skills and abilities are. If you can think to any interview that maybe you've had in the past, one of the things that people typically ask, especially companies or just for whatever purpose this interview is for, they ask you about your skills and your experiences and how that maybe is applicable to you or to their company. So make sure that you know your skills and you know what you bring to the table, because that is very important. Because any company, or let's say even for scholarships for school, would want to know what skills you have and how that can benefit them, or why maybe they should give you money for school or for any sort of backpacking trip or internship that you want to go on, why they should give you money, why they should sponsor you, or why they should hire you. People want to know what value you bring to the table, because they're going to be giving you value, monetary value in return. So make sure you know your resume well, know what skills you've developed over the past couple of years, and know how that has made you who you are. So this takes a lot of reflection. This takes a lot of looking at your resume and recognizing where you gain certain things from, and also being able to reflect on maybe stories of how those skills have impacted you, of how you've been able to use those skills. It's very, it's great to know that you gained, an ability to communicate, but to be able to showcase that rather than just show it through the stories or interactions that you've had in the past. So for instance, I think that I'm very analytical, and I think that I built that because of my background in math. And so for instance, if I am telling someone that I'm analytical, I could just say I'm an analytical thinker, or like I like to think about things analytically. But then it makes it stronger when I say, I'm very analytical, but this is from a background in math. I am great at Excel. I used Excel for so project, and I think that makes my claim a lot stronger. Now, moving on from that, even just knowing about your skills and putting yourself together, it's also important to know what the organization, company, or activity you're trying to interview for is looking for. You need to go on their website, learn about them, make sure that all the experiences you're bringing forward is in alignment with what you're looking for. It's very important to make sure that you're in line with their values, with just the things that they value the most, and they are also in alignment with you, because if there is a disalignment, it might be a lot tougher during the interview or just in the application process in itself. And I also think that a fourth step in this is to also be confident in yourself. know yourself, know that you are bringing something to the table, that you've worked really hard to get to this point. So you sitting there for an interview in itself is a huge, huge accomplishment. And on the fifth note, I think that to bring all of this together, make sure that you have all your experiences, your education, and accomplishment on one document. People usually do this through their resume, but if you're not at that stage where you have all of this experience and stuff and you really don't have a resume, make sure you go out and volunteer. Those things could be valuable to be put into your resume. And if you just don't even want a resume, just make sure that you have all of this stuff documented. It's easy for even future interviews to be able to refer back to something so that you are not doing the work twice, you're doing the work once, and you're able to use the material that helped you prior to help you again in the future. So make sure to put your resume together. I think that's just the best way to go. Put your resume together, all your experiences, your education, your qualifications, and everything in one document. And then also ask for resume help. There's a lot of free resources online and ways to format your resume. It's very important to have a resume, especially if you're going to be looking for work, applying for internships, or just even applying for volunteer positions. It's important to be able to put all of this information in one document. And on that note, make sure you comment down below what you think about all the 5 tips, and if you have any extra additional tips, make sure you put it in the comment section down below as well. And make sure you also subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with your friends. And I will see you in my next video, or make sure you click the next video or stay tuned to the next video that is going to be put out by the Canadian Gap Year Association. And bye-bye. That's it for me.